Okay, as a teacher, one reality I found out pretty quick is that, unfortunately, sometimes you gotta be an a-hole. You know, as teachers, for the most part, most people are nice people and they have a hard time trying to be mean to somebody, but as a teacher, there's times when you have to put your foot down and you have to be mean and assertive. That's one reality you'll come to find out real quick.
Yeah, no.
It's the same as that.
Let's see. I guess the most important thing I found out is that you have to follow through with your threats. If you say, if you don't do your work, this and this and this will happen, and that doesn't happen, that you just taught them the lesson that you never follow through with your threats. So be careful what you threaten, because if you don't follow through with it, you actually set yourself back more than not saying anything at all.
My reality check is that everyone has to receive the same punishment. So everyone has to be treated equally and fairly. So if someone gets in trouble, whether it's the good kid or the bad kid, everyone has to get the same punishment.
That I've noticed is that basically what may work, each student is an individual, and what may work with one student may not always work with that other student, and so it may totally backfire. So you have to look at each student as an individual and work with their personalities.
And one of the things that I would suggest and advise the new teachers is that you can only control what goes on in your classroom. Everything else that goes around in the school is out of your control. And basically that's it. Control your classroom, and that's all that you can do.
I would say, as far as advice, don't take things personally, and kids, not 100% of them will like you. It's nothing against you, it's just they're kids, and we have to remember that.
I agree with Ms. Pena, what she said about reminding yourself that they're kids. I have to remind myself daily. We all teach high school, and I have to remind myself that they're just kids. Yes, they're young adults, and you have to treat them as such, but sometimes when you set that expectation, they'll rise to it a bit. You have to remember that you're the adult, you be the adult, and don't take it personally, because it's too easy to get caught up into their mood swings. And so you remain calm, be the adult, and treat them like you would want someone to treat your children, and I think that you'll have success at the end of the day.
As a first-year teacher, I think it's really shocking when you come into the classroom. Everything you read in a book seems like it's going to be a perfect world, that you'll be able to fix everything in your class, but in reality, the classroom's a lot different. It's a lot harder to manage. So again, it is really shocking, and I think it'll just take practice and experience to get a hang of it, but advice is just, you're going to expect the unexpected, and anything and everything will happen in the classroom.